All right, looks like we might have our feature match here. Sorry about the delay on that. Let's head down and let's catch our feature of Yellowhands versus Roshi. All right, Yellowhands starting things off with the Mischief Yeti, but Roshi was on the play with the time etchings. Roshi's got a pretty good anti-Yeti hand with Tokas, Twin Spitling. Yellowhands, awkward keep for Yellowhands. Just the Mischief Yeti and a Masterwork. Not the best starting hands for the Yeti deck.
Also, Crest in your Skycrack aggro deck? Tisk tisk. I still remember Manu S's advice. He's moved on to Storybook Brawl, but never, ever, ever play Crest in your aggro deck.
Well, and there's the first Tokas there. Yellowhands does have 2 copies of Permafrost as well as the Thudrock's Masterwork, but really needs some units here, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but... Okay, that's a questionable play. Not just dropping Thudrock's Masterwork and fending off the Tokas.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, going for a fairly inefficient Permafrost.
Roshi's got another Tokas, also got an Initiate, a Twin Spitling, so lots of different options for Roshi here. All of them, I think, match up fairly well against what Yellowhand's going. This just seems like really tough. I mean, Yellowhand's hand seems absolutely terrible, and Roshi's hand seems fairly well set up against the aggro matchup right now.
Right, can't really play an aggro deck without units.
Yeah. We missed the start, obviously. I wonder if this was a mold of 6, because it was a little tough. So, Yellowhand's looking now against a board of 2 1/1s and a 4/4. Gonna Permafrost the 4/4, then I think maybe we see a Snowball on one of those, although it's a little awkward because the other one could just attack in and kill the Masterwork.
Right.
Now you just gotta block,
yep, gotta keep...
Yeah, you can block with the Yetis. Technically, that's something that can be done.
Right, so let's see. How many cards were played? The Yeti, the Sight, 2 Permafrost.
Yeah, 2 Permafrost.
4 power.
2 Permafrost, Mischief Yeti, and the Sight are the only non-power cards played.
This very well might have been a mold of 6.
Yeah. Tokas, number 2, coming down for Roshi.
Yeah, also preventing the jump kick.
True, good point. We got Smuggler, though, but that actually can't kill Tokas. I guess you could Smuggler for a Garden, but you can't cast that this turn.
Nope.
So no, gonna stun the Tokas. Oh, it can. The Seer can. Because it has +1 damage. So the Seer could have taken care of the Tokas.
Right.
But I guess not in the same turn. Would have had to wait. See, Pock on top. Gonna keep Pock on top.
Not sure about that one. Don't know what Pock does for the board. But I mean, it gets the snowball.
Yeah, it gets you. Yeah, I guess it gives you a snowball. You get a free snowball to take out the initiate, but.
Oh boy, time etchings. That's Talir.
Time etchings for a Talir. And gonna twist the Tokas a few times. Gonna get Roshi up to 13 max power. So we've got Garden into Pock. This is so mid-rangey. I'm not used to these lines for Yetis when your opponent's at 18 and 13 power. Still have to cast. Oh, you have to cast the jump kick anyway. I was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking no, it would just be negated, but no, you have to cast on your opponent. Again, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can cast on whatever's exhausted, but that's kind of funny. All right, gonna bond out the Pock. Oh, and now you can't use because you chose the initiate. Can't snow or you kill can plus the 2 Smuggler. Yep. And take out the Tokas. Okay, but Roshi's still at 10 power. Tokas probably better one to take out than the initiate anyway. For being honest.
Right. So, okay, site's agenda has completed. There's Pock Pock.
I mean, somehow, somehow that actually worked.
Could torch the Tokas just to reduce power. Like, that Tokas providing what? 3 maximum power?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, 3 power from that Tokas.
but okay, here
I
is a
mean,
6/6 snowman.
this is kind of amazing right here. That's 4 is gonna put
Okay,
Roshi
there's
down to
Talir.
7. There's Talir.
Game over. That's Kairos.
And there's Kairos. So never mind. All right, now we get to see Roshi go off here.
Wipe your board.
All right, Javon, Trailmaker, Kanya coming out.
I don't think this is enough for lethal.
I'll head Ascending at 5. Honoris Row, it might be now. All 10, 14, 20, 22. Nope, more than that. Miscounts. Oh, the owl head got pumped
because
up.
of the owl head pump.
Yeah, the owl head pump, yeah. The owl head pumped up, so that made it lethal. So Roshi, that was such a weird match because it looked like Roshi was well advantaged, and then for a moment it was like, wait, Yellowhands might take this, and then Roshi said, no, I just combo you and you die.
Yep. It's not often you see Yetis lose to formal Talir combo.
That is true. That is rare to actually get comboed out. All right, here's Yellowhands' build. Let's switch over to Roshi's deck for anybody who missed it, because we featured Roshi very early. If you didn't get a chance to see Roshi's deck, let's pull that up here in just a sec. All right, here's what Roshi is working with.
Okay, so this is your classic, mono time ramp. The new robot, Valiant Guardian that sold separately this time around. So, for Initiative Sans, no copies of Logistics Expert, interestingly enough. That's an interesting decision. 3 Devotees and 4 Trail Makers, and then 4 Aurelian Merchants, 4 Tokas, and then Kanya Ironthorn Envoy, and then a couple of copies of Honoris Roa, and a set of Sandstorm Titan and Twin Spitelinks. This deck is built around rolling with Javan as well.
Yeah, I love the Javan. You mentioned this in round 1, but all the units in the main are cost 4 or less. So basically any unit that gets flipped off Javan gets played automatically.
Right, so...
this hand for Yellowhands again. 5 power, Smuggler, Masterwork, Permafrost. Oof.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did we swap
6.
out with the Spellcrack deck?
I think that was not a 6.
No,
that wasn't a 6, and it should have been a 6.
All right, and there's Champion of Fury. So here we go. That's more like it.
See, if there was a 1 or a 2 drop on the board, this Trailmaker would be dead. And okay, Yellowhands has to first permafrost a Trailmaker so as to not lose the Champion of Fury in the trade. As we're seeing this heavier curve Yeti's deck, those choices are really biting Yellowhands.
Ilya, I've got some really terrible news. I hate to break this to you, but one of the matches in round 5 is already finished. Mail defeated Canada's Beacon of the Reach deck 2-0. So Canada Beacon of the Reach is dropped to 1 and 4 on the night. But the silver lining,
F in the chat.
Silver lining is we got to see the 1 win on camera.
F in the chat.
All right, gonna play out that Twin Spiteling, gonna get a 4/4. Of course, with the 1/1 unblockable. Thudrock's Masterwork going to hit here. Potentially
Snowball the
snowballing. Yeah,
Spitling,
snowball the Spitling.
Permafrost the Timekeeper, smash for 5.
Seems like a good plan to me. Let's do it. Permafrost that 4/4, smash for 5. Roshi down to 16. Roshi has Send an Agent, Tokas, Trailmaker, Allhead, Sandstorm Titan. You know, this seems like a tough matchup for any Yeti's deck, but you just look at like the Xenon deck's hand and you're like, wow, every single one of those cards is good against Yetis.
Yep, so Roshi actually going with not sure I would have made either of these choices. Like Tokas shuts off the jump kick, and then
Yellowhand's
Sandstorm Titan is just
a torch at the top. Going to keep that one on top from the scout of the fend off.
Okay, so that Silex is going to Trove. I have to imagine we're going to see, Iceberg Shiny Finder come out and pop that Trailmaker.
Hey, we saw the Amplify. We were talking about that in the deck tech. That's pretty nice. Got to see some value. Roshi again, up to 5 power. Can now Sandstorm Titan or Tokas plus send an agent. Lots of options. Roshi just loves canceling out this jump kick. Roshi says, you shall not jump kick.
Honestly, do you just sacrifice the Shiny Finder to jam 6?
Yeah, I mean, you might just swing with 2.
Wait, that's not such a good idea because then the Sandstorm Titan can crack back and kill the site.
Well, you can kill it with the torch. I assumed you were killing it with the torch after the Shiny Finder attacks.
Right.
All right, Smuggler gonna go and grab Garden. Okay.
Okay, yeah. This is just the slam if you block the Shiny Finder torch.
Although I guess your sight dies because Allhead is gonna come back this turn.
Right.
So that's tough. So now this is a 5/5 overwhelm, and it has decay when attacking, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
that's a little tough. And send an agent now. 2 send an agent in hand for Roshi. Although both of these are multi-faction, so they dodge send an agent.
Yep. And so does the site. I'm not sure about this attack from Roshi. What does this accomplish? It just straights for the Shiny Finder.
It does. It also shrinks the Smuggler down to a 1/1, right?
Right.
Which is fine. And then your send an agent can take care of the Thudrock, yeah. Well, wump it up. Wump it up. Party starter.
A little late.
Little late, but here comes the Garden of Omens. Are we seeing an Ice Bolt attack for 1?
I think we have to.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, staying alive. Yellowhands keeping things going here. Although that Thudrock is going to eat a send an agent, but you're actually running Roshi a little bit out of resources, which is kind of hard to say. Like it doesn't feel like Yellowhands is the grindy deck, but running Roshi out of resources, you got this send an agent to kill the Thudrock, and now just a send an agent in hand for Roshi, and Yellowhands has some gas going. Initiate's not going to do it either. Now Yellowhands has a Wump, a Smuggler, a Mischief Yeti, a Torch, and another hit on the Garden.
So, Yeti's with the site out, but it's not the Yeti site. Yep, that Wump is going to be dismissed with extreme prejudice. Okay.
Another copy of Torch. Yellowhands is in this. There's nothing in hand for Roshi. Howling Peak
Yep.
Smuggler, these torches are dealing 5 apiece. This is just lethal to the face.
Uh-oh. Not anymore.
No, well.
Oh, wait, yeah. You know,
And here we go. 10 to the face. Boom, boom. Yellow Hands takes this one. Wow. Just like that, Yellow Hands ties things up. Well played, Yellow Hands. We're going to a game 3, folks.
yep. This awkward Yeti curve and market deck actually taking a game.
Don't count the Yetis out because it's time for game 3. Well done. Let's see if any of the other matches are finished while they're getting set up. Marvin the Imp is going to get a clean sweep 5-0 tonight after defeating Ulrich 2-1. So congratulations, Marvin, on your 5-0 run. Keep that momentum going into the top 4, my friend. Arcade is going to take it 2-1 over Atua. So that sling deck is officially out of the top 4. So that is done. Apple Chips up 1 game over I'm So Bad, and Theo and the Earth's Overseer. I tied at 1 game apiece going into game 3. All right, let's see. Our players are ready for their game 3.
So, once again, Yellow Hands missing a 2-drop, but, you know, don't stare a gift horse in the mouth because this is 4 power, one of which is an emblem, so it's like, you know, 3 power, 4 playables. Technically, the emblem is a 2-drop, but not on turn 2.
Roshi on the play. That's always an advantage in this matchup. Has an Aurelian Merchant, an Honoris Roa, and a Sandstorm Titan in hand. So Sandstorm Titan is pretty tough for Yetis to deal with.
Yep.
Not always going to have an Ice Bolt or something like that lying around.
Yeah, so Yellow Hands suddenly has a perfect curve. 1-2 into a sight.
All right, Roshi also has no turn 2 play. I mean, Roshi doesn't have a bad hand, but no turn 2 play. Being on the play really helps a lot for Roshi this game. If Roshi was on the draw, this would have been a lot uglier.
Yep.
All right, Aurelian Merchant going to hit. Let's see what the grab is out of the market from that Merchant. Also, Twilight Hunt was actually a really interesting draw because if this Aurelian Merchant sticks around, next turn Roshi will have 5 power and will be able to play Titan plus Twilight Hunt, and that will be really tough. That will be a complete blowout.
Yeah, that's what you call a big oof. I have to imagine we see the jump kick here. There's nothing to fend off. Burning the snowball is kind of silly at this point in time, so might as well get the second snowball off the ring down, and yeah, come in for 8.
Yep, that's what's going to happen. Going to hit Roshi down to 15, but as I mentioned, Roshi has a 5th power and has a Sandstorm Titan and a Twilight Hunt. Whew. That's tough.
Yep.
That's going to take out 1 unit, and it's going to have Endurance to come right back and block. Can't be stunned.
However, the Smuggler into... Oh, no. There's not enough power.
No, it's no Garden out, so these cost 1. Smuggler costs 3. That would cost 5 for that play, my friend. Now, I mean, you could suicide your Mischief Yeti.
Indeed, could suicide the Mischief Yeti.
I mean, why not? Attack in your Mischief Yeti. It's a free attack. If Roshi blocks, you kill the Sandstorm Titan. If Roshi doesn't block, then you get 3 damage in.
Right.
In fact, yeah,
jam
maybe Jam Champion too. Yeah, Jam Champion and attack with both.
That Yellow Hand's gonna go to the market.
Now,
I think this might be premature.
So you have an interesting play. So you could still do the same thing because now the snowball is 2. So this actually saves your torch because now you can attack with the Mischief Yeti. Yeah, there we go. And then you have the snowball for the last 2 damage, and you got Garden. So I like that play as well. Champion of Fury, obviously a better unit than Smuggler Owl, but not necessarily. In this case, it actually works pretty well. So yeah, Yellowhand's able to deal with that Sandstorm Titan. Unfortunately, Roshi just drew a second one off the top there. A lot of effort to kill a Sandstorm Titan, but his brother's coming too.
Oh boy. Yeah, you could beat, Yetis have long been able to deal with the first Sandstorm Titan, albeit awkwardly. Usually the second one is a lot tougher. So now Yellowhand sort of has to question, do they
Channeling.
give up Thud Rock
Yeah.
to get the
To make
Ice Bolt
garden.
this
Yeah.
turn?
Could be.
I don't think that's correct. Like, I think you go Champion and Jam. But no,
No, gotta
we're
toss
giving
him
up Thud Rock.
giving up Thud Rock for a Garden of Omens to get the Ice Bolt, get rid of that Sandstorm Titan. Says 2 down. Hopefully hopefully they don't channel their inner Rhino and stack another third one on top. We're gonna knock that one out there and get in for 2. No, we're just gonna hold this smuggler back.
Was that an S space?
I don't understand that one, but maybe that was just a misclick
It could have.
there.
It could have. It could. Yeah, could have been misclick.
All right, Norris Roa. Roshi doing a good job of just putting out
Oh
big
my
units
gosh.
that Yellowhands has to deal with.
Double amplify to 24 life.
Up to 24 life, that is true. So I guess the 2 from the Howling Peak Smuggler didn't actually end up mattering, but... Hold on, bear
I'm
with
gonna
me.
cross on Norris Roa.
Bear with me for just a sec, guys.
Discord being a little uncooperative.
Yep, hold on one sec. Having technical difficulties. Bear with us just a second, everyone. All right, there we go. Gonna turn off the hand cam temporarily.
Hey.
All right, we're back. So I'm gonna put Roshi down to 18.
Uh-oh. Stream and
there's-
Discord still being...
I'll fix that in a second. There's Talir.
Yep.
There's Talir hitting.
Yeah. Norris Roa protecting Talir from any damage-based removal.
Yeah, and that's tough. Trailmaker off the top. That's going to get played. Oh, Javon. That's going to get played. Aurelian Merchant.
It's over.
And there's a Kairos, and that's game.
That's basically going to be all she wrote.
I mean, credit to Yellowhands made that a lot closer than I was expecting. From how these games started, that was so much closer.
Actually, not a lot of damage.
Yeah, not a ton of damage. But might not matter though. Now you got the full board. It's not like Yellowhands is ever going to be able to get through this board.
Oh, right, because...
The Norris Row is still out there, so nothing's taking spell damage.
Right, and the Ironthorn Envoy, Katya, or I forget her name, but she's just going to activate the overrun.
Right. Yeah, pay 10 to give you units +3/+3. This turn's pretty good as well. Yoshi can activate that twice.
Whoa. Just throwing Talir under the bus.
I mean, sure. Just get that garden out of there, I guess. Talir's done her job, I guess.
Oh, right. Grower's burden anyway, so...
Right.
Yeah, double blocking this doesn't matter because the 6/6 weapon is going to go somewhere else. And then not blocking gives up the sight. Well, it gives up the sight anyway. Wow, protecting the site. Okay, you get Tamaris. And then what? And then what? Yeah, so Kanya is about to give the entire board +6/+6. There is... I don't think...
What happens next
and then
is...
there's another Norris Roa.
What happens next is Roshi wins and we find another match.
Yes.
Looks like everyone else has finished except for Apple Chips and I'm So Bad. It looks like they still may be on game 1 or game 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so look, Roshi has no, it's Johan's turn, but I'm not sure what they're waiting for. Maybe some internet troubles.
Maybe it's a close your eyes and hope it was all a dream. Got to pass it back after
Okay.
playing an ice elemental, and now, like you said, we're just going to get some overrun activation. All these units are big. I'll head ascending A space GG.
Yep.
Usually it doesn't take that long after you get Kairos and Talir out, but such is life. All right.